Hey everyone, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here. Hope you all had a great weekend. But before getting into this video, just quickly, if you are a new viewer to the channel and you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button down below. It really shows your support for the content that I do, and it's much appreciated as well. And it all really does help out the channel, and I'd like to thank those who have recently subscribed to the channel. It really is much appreciated. Also, don't forget to like this video. Make sure you click the thumbs up on the video and click the bell so you are notified when I upload next or when I go live on the channel. But we'll get into it now. So this is going to be my pre-season trial review between the New Zealand Warriors taking on the Melbourne Storm. And it was played on the Sunday, the 19th of February at Orange Ferry Stadium in Christchurch. Now, boy, this game started off very scrappy. Both of these teams, trying to find their rhythm, and it took a very long time, especially because the amount of mistakes that were made early on in this one, it wasn't pretty at all. And going by the title being at a trial, look, it felt like a trial. Just both teams not being able to figure out, their combinations on the field, and despite both teams naming very strong sides, it wasn't very pretty in terms of the game itself. And the Warriors did get a try on the scoreboard to Dylan Watene-Zelezniak. It was a runaway try there. The Warriors had a 6-0 lead throughout this first half. Now, Melbourne Storm did have a couple of opportunities to score down our line, but the Warriors defensively were very strong actually, and something I was very impressed with in that first half. That was a massive positive, knowing that defensively we were one of the worst teams last year. We were down there one of the worst teams defensively. So it was very good defensive resolve shown by the boys in that first half. I think the negative for me in that first half especially was the kicking game. Now, Shaun Johnson came into this game. He needed to come in with a point to prove. He needed to have a big one, and he had made a few mistakes early on. He definitely did. Just a kick that missed touch when we got a penalty. There was a couple of times where he went for a bomb. There was no pressure on Melbourne at all. Just some of those kicking options that we need to improve on going into the season. It's something we need to have a look at. It's a weakness. It's definitely a weakness for us going into the season. It's something we need to look at and improve on, because you need to be applying pressure to opposition teams, not making it easy for them to come out of their own end. So, it's something I'm a bit worried about going into this year, is our long kicking game especially. And look, second half, Melbourne Storm, they started to find a bit of a rhythm after what really was an uncharacteristic first half for them. Just not finding the groove that they usually find with the Melbourne Storm. Second half, I think Harry Grant, Karen Munster, and the likes, combined pretty well. And, they started to take some players off too, some of their first graders especially. Tries to Ili Katoa, former Warrior there, William Warbrick, Nelson Asofo-Solomona, and Xavier Coates. And, the scoreline read 24 points to 6 full time. Now, overall, in terms of that game, I think you could say it's a game where both teams will look at and say, plenty to prove on, plenty to work on, especially. Melbourne, although they got the win, I don't think they'll be too impressed with the way they played, especially in this one. The Warriors, there's some positives. There's definitely some positives, even though the scoreline didn't read any positives in that second half. But, overall, I'm just glad to come out of this pre-season unscathed. Just no injuries. Bearing in mind that Luke Metcalf was probably the only injury going into this one. But, hopefully he has a speedy recovery and is back in a couple weeks' time. But, for me, pre-season's finally done and dusted. We've had the two trials. One against the West Tigers, one against the Melbourne Storm. So we've won one and lost one. So now it is on to the importance now, and that is round 1 against the Newcastle Knights. So looking forward to that game. March the 3rd on the Friday evening down there at Sky Stadium in Wellington. And bring it on, bring on the season proper now for competition points. But yeah, look, plenty to improve on, plenty to work on. And look, I'm sure the boys will be ready for round 1. But yeah, look, I want to give a shout out to a player as well, though, especially in this game. I'm going to give it to Jackson Ford. Jackson Ford. Now, personally, I wasn't really the biggest fan of the signing. Now, look, it's only trials, but, he did show in those first 2 preseason trials that he's got the capability to be a player in the 1 to 17 side each week. So, I think going out after these 2 trial games so far, I think he, for me, has shown that he is going to be the one selected in the 1 to 17 side against the Knights. I think he's probably a certainty. I think he's done enough, in my personal opinion, to get selected. But, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this trial game in the comments below. And if you are a new viewer to this channel and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button down below. And also don't forget to like this video as well. Make sure you click the thumbs up on the video. And I'll see you all in the next one.